Alright folks, first off, welcome to Let's Play Ultima Online. As you see, I've already logged into my account. What you're gonna do now is go back and you select your preferred shard or server. Kinda depending on the latency that you see. See, for me, I'm in Europa, so my best shard would be Europa, but I do not have any free slots for characters on Europa. My second bet would be Drachenfels, which is a German lingual server. So I go there, I double click on it. Now you see I already have two characters there, but for this purpose I'm going to start a new one. Now you got a choice, a human, an elf, or a gargoyle. And for those you got females and males to choose from. I tend to stick to the male variety of the humans. So now you select your class, and it doesn't really matter which one you choose, because what I prefer is to change these things around, because Bushido you need at least one, and I would suggest a maximum of 49, because you can get a quest later on in New Haven allowing you to go up to 50 and you receive a special reward. Swordsmanship, well, focus is something that automatically raises very fast, so if you want that you put it on 1, or I'd say turn it off completely. As for the next skill, as you see, there's a lot of skills here. You see, the next skill that I choose would be chivalry. The reason why I choose chivalry, and also that one goes up to 49, quite simply put, you already get 49 points. You could do the leveling up to 50 points. Now for focus, I tend to change that for healing. With the skill Bushido and chivalry at it, you don't really need the healing, but to start off the game with, healing is a very useful skill, especially if those creatures start hitting you too bad. If not, you can always choose one of the other skills that you want on it. I already have a template set that I would like to go with, which is a Bushido, which is the art of the samurai, chivalry, which is the art of the paladin, a swordsman with, let's see, resisting spells will be one that I will get. So now the appearance. You can choose the skin tone, any of these ones. So you can do an extra darker, you can give him a dark skin, you can give him a lighter skin, or a yellowish skin, whichever you prefer. I tend to usually go around here. Then, as you can see here, the faces move, change. And here you go. There's a lot of different varieties here. Tokenese, Asian type. Well, for this one, as you can understand, see, a bit darker tone would be more appropriate. This one has the same. This one's a smiley face, which for a warrior is not exactly nice. You can have anime, because this is the enhanced client, it allows you to have a few extra skills. So keep an eye on the names and the faces as they progress. If you want to be sure on what it does, just pause it, turn back. You can have old man, or an orc, or a pirate, and get the eye patch for free. And native Papuan, or a vampire. Well, nice and good. Prefer my face number 5. Now hair, you can have short, long, ponytail, mohawk, page boy, top knot, curly, or receding, and two tails, or bold as a billiard ball. So, and then there's facial hair, the goatee, long beard and moustache, the short beard, the moustache, short beard and a moustache, long beard, see the Van Dyke, or no hair, no facial hair at all. And these two can have all various kinds of colors. You can even choose a grey beard or very grey hair with a brown beard, or but to make it all look better, you tend to keep the same color, or I do anyway. Starting location in Jelom, which is where the fighter's pit is located. Trinsic, the Traveller's Inn, Scarabray, Britain, Yew, Minoc, Vesper, Moonglow, or New Haven. If you are absolutely starting out in the game, New Haven would be your best bet, because you get the beginner quests there. You can get your levels up to 50, as I said before. So I choose New Haven because, well, it's basically a new player's guide. So here you go for the creation. You name your character. I have a set name for my character that I tend to keep around. Now as to the profession, you can set the strength and dexterities and intelligence levels to a preferred standard. So 40, 30, 20 for strength, dexterity and intelligence. Primarily you'll be using leather gear, maybe some ringmail gear at first, so strength is not that important just yet. If you want to get it higher, get lumberjacking, get it up high, and work with that. So, characters created. There you go. Unfortunately, long hair, goatee. I think I set this color. Phase 5. See? So, the name is set, the strength is set, all these statistics and skills are set. Next, you create the character. Now, there's a few things that go through. One of which is the beginner guide, Gwen. This is the most useless bit of gameplay introduction I've ever seen, but I'm gonna run you through it. My account is over 6 months old, so every time I log in for my character, which is here, a character sheet, you start with a standard maximum skills of 225. See, but because I'm over 6 months old, I get 230 to start off with. Now, there's a quick switch. You can chat icon and, well, read this and do what you prefer. I don't even like these tips of the day, so I just don't show it again and get it away. You can use a number of options for the enhanced client. You can have the enhanced client default settings or the classic client default settings. Do not change it at this time. You can change it manually if you prefer. In my case, I do prefer, because this is the backpack I get, which is a grid system, which is nice if you start off with it and you're used to it. I am not used to it. I haven't started with that. So what I do is I go to the main menu. Actually, first off, I'm gonna put my hotbars and create a new one, which is right-clicking on the hotbar. You get the context menu and you create a new one. I just place it next to the other one. This is a chat screen, and then I place this one on the bottom here. Oh, there you go. Another new character just joined Ultima Online. Always a good thing. So if you click on yourself, you automatically highlight yourself, which is the targeting system the game uses. Okay, so here's my character bar, and this is the backpack. I don't like it that way, so what I do is I go to the main menu, to the user settings, go to legacy, first the chat mode, set it to the legacy. Now if you have it set to the enhanced client and you've set up a a quick key under A or B, for instance, that will set. If you put on the legacy chat mode, pressing the A will start your chat going. So it depends whether you want it or not. In the enhanced client, you hit enter before you start to type anything, just like World of Warcraft and most other MMOs that are out there. Now you can have the paper doll. I keep it on enhanced client. You can have the legacy paper doll. You have to reboot the system or just log out and log back in and get the legacy paper dolls. I don't need those. I kind of like these. The targeting system is, as it says, you click on it and it no longer touches. Oh, here's the map. This is important. Here you have an entire atlas. I prefer to set it like this because you get the full map available to you. Now these are the perks of having Bushido and Chivalry on it. You get the full spell books ready to be used. Plus you get 1,000 gold coins to start off with. A sword because you have Swordsmanship selected. Now what you're going to need is, and this is my preference, what I like to do, so I'd like to go to the provisioner's office, and the provisioner in Haven is right here, so it's real close by. So what you do, you go and left click on them, you get or her, whatever it is, Eleanor's or her in this case, you get the context menu, and then you buy something. Now I like to buy a bag, a torch, or a lamp, whichever you prefer. Okay, I'll get a lamp. 1 flask of oil, and let's see if she's got anything else of use to me. No, I guess not. But there's a few more items that I need to keep this, to get myself going properly. So first you open the bag, set it next to the other one, put the lamp and the oil in those bags, and the dagger. What you want to do is get a complete repair kit. So first you go to the tailor shop, which is next door, and you talk to the tailor, left click on him again, buy something, a pair of scissors and a sewing kit. Sorry, just got carried away. So a sewing kit and a pair of scissors, and you put those two also in that bag. Then you need one more item, at least one more item, which is a tongs, which is actually a tool for a blacksmith. So you go to the context menu and you find where they sell the tongs, usually right next to the ingots, either above or underneath. Get 1 pair of tongs. Now if you want parrying on your character, you also want to buy a shield, as cheap as you can get, because it's going to break and you don't want to waste too much gold on that. So the wooden shield is probably one of the best you can get. But I'm not going to get parry on this character. So I buy tongs, and that also goes in that bag. There. Now, if you have a gear or armor of sorts, you have a chance to, you can actually repair it with these 2 items. Your weapon, you can equip it or unequip it just by dropping it on your paper doll, or selecting it, pulling it, and dropping it back in your backpack. Now you can set macros, but we're gonna run into that in a little while. For now, let's just get this game going.